I just polished the top piece. It came out pretty good. It's not quite as good as the legs. I think it's just with these are covered in the fabric. So I don't know if I can get this on film, but they don't shine up quite as nice, or didn't come out quite as nice. But it's no big deal because this will be covered in fabric and no one will see it. And I wanted to get this one cleaned up because I contacted a buddy who is a welder, and he thinks he can get this sealed up for me. So I wanted to have this polished so it's ready to go and I can go meet him. I'm not quite sure when we'll be able to meet up, but even though welding aluminum is problematic, he thinks he can get it done. So yeah, use the drill for the final polish and then some of the detailer. It looks good. The other thing I wanted to show is what not to do in cleaning springs. This is the grossest thing I've ever seen. We left it in the vinegar for several days and it just did that. It's so disgusting. So we're gonna go pour this out, pull the springs out, clean them off, and hopefully we're done with that. And if anyone's trying this at home, don't leave this that long. And I learned that you're not supposed to leave metal in vinegar near as long as I did. So actually, this was the super rusty one. It looks a lot better. We turn it on this side, you can still see where a lot of the rust was, but it looks way better than it did. However, the rest of them look quite a bit darker. And that's because I left it in the vinegar way too long and it reacted with the metal. They're not supposed to do that. I don't know if I've weakened them too much. They feel like they're going to be fine. Like there's a lot of stiffness in them. So I think we're going to be good. We're going to try to make the originals work. I'm still going to look into, try to figure out what these are so we can identify a close replacement. But what I also learned is when you pour out vinegar that you've been soaking 7-year-old springs in, don't empty the container right here in the alley, because so far the rain has not made all that nasty rust go away yet. We've had some pretty bad rain, so that was dumb. I don't know the right way to dispose of it, but not like this. All right, just finished the polishing on the last piece of metal here, and it came out pretty good. All of the rash spots for where the rivets are in the springs, I hit this with rougher grit. We started with 320, and that really got rid of a lot of the rash. I mean, obviously you can still see it there, but if you look back at the earlier parts of what it looked like, it looked way worse originally. So you can still see, some of the markings, but again, all of this will be covered with the cloth. But we wanted to make sure it was good and smooth and clean for the new cover. And as the fabric kind of stretches over it, we didn't want any of these rough spots to, just wear out the new cover faster. We were hoping this will last another 70 years. And again, you can see the marks on this side as well. But I'd say overall, it came out pretty good. I'm pleased. I'm going to go assemble the frame and see what it looks like all put together. All right. Chair is looking like a Barwa again. All shined up. Still really impressed with how the legs came out, and that's the part of the metal that will be the most visible. The top obviously will have the cover around it, which Amanda is stitching the chain in right now. So we'll go take a peek at how that's going. And here's Pixie over here to help. Hey. She's crazy. Hey, can you sit? Hop up. Good girl, sit. Jump up.